Cancer Clinical Trials, Part 1, Considering a Cancer Clinical Trial. If you're thinking about participating in a cancer clinical trial, you may feel nervous or unsure. That's normal. But the more you know about what's involved and what to expect, the more comfortable you'll be with your decision. So let's start by understanding the importance of cancer clinical trials. Progress in cancer treatment is made possible by clinical trials. Simply put, a cancer clinical trial is a research study that evaluates a potential new treatment in human volunteers with cancer. In the case of drug trials, this may be an experimental drug, a new drug combination, or a new dose or new use of a currently approved drug. The hope is to find a new solution that is better than what is currently available. People in clinical trials are among the first to receive a new treatment while it is still experimental and are closely monitored by doctors and other researchers. It's important to remember that a clinical trial tests an experimental treatment, so there can be no guarantees it will be successful. The best way to find a clinical trial is to talk to your oncologist. They are most familiar with your case and can tell you if there are trials for someone with your type and stage of cancer. You can find clinical trials on your own through the National Cancer Institute. You can also use the Clinical Trial Finder at mytrialist.org. Again, you'll want to discuss any trials you find with your doctor. Before you sign up for a clinical trial, you'll want to know if the trial is right for you. Talk with the people running the study. Make sure you understand exactly what treatment is being studied and how it differs from the standard treatment for your cancer. The trial design will tell you whether or not you are guaranteed to receive the study treatment or may receive the standard treatment. For more information on this, check out the video in this series on clinical trial phases. All study participants must sign an informed consent document, which confirms that they have full knowledge and understanding of the study and of any possible risks and benefits. Again, for more information, watch the video in this series on your rights and protections. When thinking about a trial, there are also financial considerations. You'll need to understand what costs the trial does and does not cover. Ask what is paid for by the trial sponsor. This may include the study drugs, any tests and procedures that are part of the trial, and doctor visits associated with the trial. It's also important to understand what your insurance will and will not cover. And you'll want to ask who is responsible for the costs if you are injured or made sick in the trial. It's important to be aware of all of this up front. And finally, know that counseling is available to you. When people are thinking about enrolling in a clinical trial, they often need someone to talk to who can help them sort through their emotional and practical concerns. CancerCare offers free counseling with professional oncology social workers. They can help you understand what enrolling in a clinical trial will mean for you and your family, so you can make a well-informed decision. A message from CancerCare. Learn more and watch other videos in this series at www.cancercare.org/clinicaltrials. CancerCare provides free resource navigation, individual counseling and support groups over the phone, virtually and in person, with oncology social workers and resource navigators who specialize in helping people affected by cancer. To talk with one of our social workers, call 1-800-813-HOPE. That's 1-800-813-4673. Our social workers can help you navigate the emotional, practical, and financial challenges of cancer. To search for clinical trials, you can visit the National Cancer Institute website at www.cancer.gov/clinicaltrials or call 1-800-4-CANCER. That's 1-800-422-6237. You can also use the Trial Finder tool at mytrialist.org or scan the QR code. You may want to ask your healthcare team some financial questions, such as, what will I have to pay for myself? Will I be reimbursed for any expenses, such as transportation costs? Who will pay for the treatment? And who on my healthcare team can advocate for me? The content presented in this video is provided for your information only. It is not intended as a substitute for medical advice. We encourage you to take information and questions to your healthcare provider.